Hello YouTubers and welcome to Arcanium, Rise of Akhan. This is a new game that came out in December last year, 2020, the cursed year. It is promising to be a very ambitious single-player roguelike deck building adventure game, which it's just hitting all the buzzwords. But I will say that the game looks really cool, and I've been giving a review key to show you the game today. Before we start, I would like to run you through the intro video that the game shows on startup of the game. So I'm going to restart the game real quick and show it to you. It's a little bit long, but it has some amazing art, and I think it sets a really important baseline for the story. So without further ado, I'm going to run it. And here we are.
For 400 years, the free people of Arzu fought a losing war against the forces of Umbra, the Dark Moon. To turn the tide, the Great Spirits ultimately created the Apex, an artifact of untold power. As the Scorched Army stormed Valoria, Arzu's last bastion of defense, the champion Taliana triggered the Apex, giving her life to save Arzu. In the blink of an eye, she put an end to 4 centuries of war. In revenge, the Dark Moon rained destruction upon Arzu. The Great Spirits built the Arcanium, a magic citadel powered by the Apex, designed to shield the skies from Umbra's relentless assault. Thanks to Taliana's noble sacrifice and the protection of the Arcanium, the people of Arzu finally knew peace. Now that Taliana was lost, Umbra chose its own champion to wield the Apex. Akhan the Calamity was Umbra's chosen one. Along with the cult of Umbra, Akhan desired to bring about a new dark age for their master. After a long destructive search, Akhan at last found the Arcanium, and within, the Apex itself. When Arzu's protective shield fell, the shards of Umbra rained down on the land and its inhabitants. Wherever the shards fell, the corruption spread through the land and the people upon it. Akhan now controls the corrupted beasts from his throne in the Arcanium. He has become the voice of Umbra. In order to survive this evil threat, the spirits have chosen new champions to hunt down the Apex and destroy Akhan once and for all. This time, it will take the survival of the fittest to restore balance. Embark on an epic journey across Arzu and save the world from destruction.
Dun dun dun. Welcome to Arcanium. Alright, and so here we are, ready to start up our first game. Before I do that, I did want to show you the roadmap down here, in which you can see sort of the progress that has been done in the game so far. In quarter 1 of 2021, there's been some updates, and it seems like the timetable leads into the full release 1.0 at the end of the 3rd quarter of this year. So it's not that far away, and apparently there's still a lot of work to be done. Regardless, though, we will try our best to see what we can do with the game so at this point in time. It's a pretty heavily story-driven game as far as I gather. So I will try to give voice to all of the text that we see. Hopefully it isn't too invasive, but I think it's important. So for example, here we have Aranax the Brood Queen, Chapter 1. The Brood has been corrupted and is swarming Anador, feeding upon the province. Cleanse Anador. So we'll click that. We get taken to this screen here. All right. Again, so this is a blind playthrough. I don't actually know a whole lot about what I'm doing. There's the whole lore here. Okay, maybe we won't read all the lore section necessarily. You can see bestiary here with 3 pages of creatures. Aranax herself, but we cannot click. Oh no, I can right click it and then apparently see their abilities and everywhere. Okay. And everything. We have Aragon, Engorn, Ragnarok, and Terra here. Alright. For now, I say... Oh, we can read this here. Anador is home to Arcana, nature and light villains. The forces of magic and nature collide here, imbuing the inhabitants with healing powers, poisons, and various status-impairing effects to keep your party constantly on the edge. Okay. We can only play normal difficulty. I'm assuming that we would unlock higher levels if we beat the first one. So let's click on normal. And then, so the game is supposed to be played in a way where you select 3 heroes, and then the heroes will have different abilities with them that make up your deck. So we make up a deck of 3 heroes, and this would be that screen where that happens, I suppose. If I right click on the crocodile dude here, Crocodile General, we can see his abilities. I'm gonna just go by the assumption that the initial gameplay is gonna be sort of doable, and that I have enough understanding of card games, deck builders, to play it without reading every card that they have at the moment. So we will just play these 3 heroes right now. The crocodile, the lion, and what are you? The master duelist. A cat, I think. Right? Play that. They look cool. Here's some story. So chapter 1, Anador. We put on my reading glasses because this is a rather small text. Anador weeps because Aranax, the great protector, knew the pulse of her forest, her web stretched wide, warning of any potential incursions into the shaded thickets. Now the forest province is in peril from its once great protector, who succumbed to the fall of Umbra. She has rallied her commanders and minions, arachnids, wolves, bears, sprites, and others now ravage the lands she once defended with the same fervor. The wardens of the forest are outmatched by these forces, including some of their own turned by the lures of the dark shards. Those who remain true to preserving the woodland sanctuary will be your eyes and ears, scouting ahead, scouring the forest where the roots of the corruption lay. It will be up to you 3 to assume the mantle of protector of the forest and triumph against those who once held that very role. As the heart of Arzu, it is vital to the war effort that Anador staves off the corruption. The balance of the forest used to provide to the world itself has been tipped with the arrival of the shards. The people who once thrived there, the forest grows that once supplied life to all travelers, have become jaded, unhelpful, and isolated. The unity that once made Anador one of the most tight-knit communities in Arzu has been fractured, and it will be up to you 3 to brave heroes to return the sanctuary to its former glory. Alright. The Brood Queen. Objectives. Each chapter has its own storyline. Defeat the super elite enemy at each colored shard battle to progress through the province and battle Aranax. The corruption meter increases when you explore the map and activate new nodes. Once the corruption meter is full, that would be the one up here, the active shard spreads corruption to the neighbor tiles each time you step onto an unused node. The Umbra, the Dark Moon, corrupts some unused nodes each nightfall, turning them into battles. Corrupted nodes damage your party when you step onto them, which also cleanses the node of corruption. Luna, the Light Moon, replaces some battles with some helpful nodes each morning. Okay, so there's like this day-night cycle up here. Interesting. I did not know that there was anything other than just card battles. So here we have like a world map kind of thing. Yeah, okay. With events. Okay. Silkweaver Silthar storyline. Slice. Another forest crawl falls at your feet, adding to the scattered bodies of its brethren. You hear screams in the distance as well as the distinct sounds of claws scratching in the dirt. More crawlers. Your scout has brought urgent intel. Pass through the forest that Silkweaver Silthar has emerged from her den. She's got a bottomless appetite, and the corruption won't help. You must find her and stop her. Okay. Enemy info. Aha. Acid Spit Plus. Crawlers have been seen roaming the roads. Trader node. Where we can purchase exotic artifacts. Wandering merchants can sell you artifacts from their travels to other far-away provinces. Okay. Or we can choose Smoke Rises in the Distance where a Spirit Shine lies. Spirit node. Or Shrine node. And it says, shrines allow your heroes to pray to their spirits, gain bonuses for the rest of the journey. That sounds better. We do have gold, but I'm usually starting a run in any deck roguelike by going into a shop is usually not the best idea because you won't have a lot of money. So I say we do something that just gives us a flat bonus. Why not? And it's over here, not nearby. Silkweaver Silthar. Okay. Main story quest easy. Battle a horde to summon the super elite villain. Gain an artifact and some abilities. Sounds good. We are here. Here's a trader. Something interesting is happening here. This area is blocked. Event. Shrine. I see. These two were the ones we just chose between. This one has a +1 written on it now. There's been no indication of a tutorial or anything, so just consider this to be like a tutorial episode, I suppose. Low-tier enemies activating unused nodes as +1 to the corruption meter, overcharging the active shard battle. Cataclysm occurs when the corruption meter is full. The shard pulls corruption to adjacent nodes, in spreading quickly through the province each time you step onto a new node. Very interesting. So if I step onto this one, I'm going to gain a corruption. That's the little purple +1. This one doesn't have that. I'm not sure what that means, but let's try. I want to step towards this thing over here, even though the shrine permanent upgrade sounds really good though. Let's try going to the shrine first. Spirit Shrines. Each province has 3 spirits that protect and watch over it. Shrines allow these spirits to impart boons onto your heroes. Once you choose a spirit, you'll be presented 3 boons. Select a boon, then a hero to apply it to. You may re-roll your boons if your heroes are aligned with that spirit, but it costs 1 of their spirit tokens to do so. Choose a spirit of Anador to empower a hero with a boon. Nature power and resistances, light power and resistances, arcana power. We are in a nature zone, I think. I guess they are all here, but we know that the first boss had something to do with poisons, I think. So I will choose this one here. Okay. Confirm spirit. Choose a hero to receive a nature spirit boon. Vitality, extra maximum health. Boon of explosive nature. Your nature cards apply 1 extra CP. Not sure what CP is. Boon of nature power. Gain plus 40% nature power. Your cards apply 1 less CP. Very interesting. So let's see. None of them have like a green symbol. Oh no, that's not true. You, Ragnarok, have a green symbol. Can I see your deck? Abilities. Here we have them. Yeah, they do green damage. You would think that this guy does a lot of green damage. This is 2 different things. Is this like a summon? I think this might be like a summon thing. Interesting. So we can summon units. Teleport to any lane. Okay, there's lanes. We are learning. You gain extra nature power. Your nature cards apply 1 extra CP. Artifact cards boost your heroes in various ways, while equipped their bonuses cannot be augmented by any other effects or other artifacts. You know what, I'm thinking, yeah, Milady has very little health. So if I took the boon of Vitality and applied it to her, then she's a little bit more tanky, which is probably a good thing. Not knowing much else about the game, so I will do that. Now she's the most tanky character we have. Good. Now I have a question for the game then. This one has a little +1 purple thingy up in the corner, right? Meaning the corruption will spread if I step into this tile. But what happens if I step into my own one here? It doesn't have the purple +1, so it won't advance the corruption marker, but other things might happen, like the daytime thing advancing. And bad things happen at night, but good things happen in the morning, so... Oh, there's even like, we have a 20% chance to see elusives during the day. And at nighttime we have a 20% chance to ambush enemies. Oh. Huh. I will go up here right now and lower the music volume a little bit again. The ambience too. Set hero position before battle. Okay. Leave that for now. So now I didn't notice if anything actually changed when we moved. We need to get over here. We will go through this event. Why not? Event. Watchful Eagle Eye. A piercing cry from far above rings out throughout the forest. Looking up, you see the radiant but ethereal form of a spirit eagle perched on a high branch. The mother tree is watching over you, it seems. So we can either bow to the spirit and ask for its blessing, gain Blessing of Fortitude. Lasts X battles. Okay, I'm gaining more extra health for an amount of battles. And then make a pact with the spirit and ask for its mending. Party restores health and gain Curse of Withering. All of your heroes start battles with 2 times Wither cards in the deck. Yeah, so this is a bad thing, but we would heal, and we can ignore the spirits. But why would we not just gain some maximum health for a few fights? If that's free, take it. Blessings of Fortitude for 3 fights. Sounds good to me. Then we have an Oracle here that upgrades cards, and an Elite battle up here. Defeat any 3 elite villains, and plus 50% enemy HP. Rewards, artifact and abilities. Here we will upgrade. We're just going to beeline for the boss. And see where that takes us. Oracle. Ability upgrades. Oracles can see deep into the history of an object and unlock its true potential. They can also see beyond that which exists and find a new purpose for any undesired objects. So we can upgrade an ability of our choosing, upgrade 2 random abilities that you can't choose, or transmute 1 ability into a new ability of a higher rarity. Let's just take 2 random abilities. That sounds good. 2 of the same ones. This is my backpack. The backpack is where you store and equip your artifacts, ability, and item cards. You can equip up to 3 artifacts, 4 extra ability cards here. Deck minimum is 8 ability cards. Using the hero portraits to change heroes. Ability cards are restricted to certain heroes, while artifacts can be assigned to anyone. Your heroes also gain passive bonuses for applying cards to certain slots. There's a lot to take in, I won't lie. In here, we got Crusader Strike upgraded. 2 of the same one, which is pretty random, or whatever. Resolve and deal 8 damage in a cleave. Just trying to understand this. Resolve reduces the cost of this card by 1 AP for each enemy targeting you. Oh, very cool. Normal cost is 2 then. Deal 8 damage in a cleave, and cleave hits the allies on both sides of the chosen target. Okay. Very cool. Well, sounds like a good thing. Here we get our first battle. And here it says basic battle tips. Drag the cards under your heroes to one of the 3 lanes. Auto-targeting enemies or allies to activate the card. Cards have an AP action point cost shown in the top left corner and a limited range. AP refills each turn. Blue bubbles on the hero portrait. Drag heroes with adjacent ones to swap positions to get in range or away from incoming damage. Okay, there's multiple pages here, swapping heroes. So like it's showing here, we can make them swap with each other. Does that cost an action? Yes. Swapping heroes between lanes allows your beefier, stronger heroes to protect the more fragile ones. It is also essential in lining up your shots for your melee cards, which can only attack the same lane. Swapping costs 1 AP for the hero you're dragging. Oh, and I closed it instead of reading more tips. We'll be fine, I hope. Nighttime bonus. 25% chance to ambush each enemy. Ambushed enemies are stunned for their first turn. We can edit our deck. But right now I think all cards are assigned in here. Like we could have more cards, but this is our deck limiter here. 8 out of 12. Meanwhile, artifacts are equipped. They each have like an armor, and we have no items. Okay. Back. We have a Black Widow. We can see what they do. This one has 20 health. Toxic Strike for 1 action. It does 3 poison. Poison then is take X extra damage at the end of the round. Show upgrade even. Okay, very interesting. Maim, Multi-Strike 2, deal 4 damage. And Poisonous Bite. Shuffle 2 times poison cards into the target's deck. Ah, nice. Okay, and have 2 times Ferocious Iron Claw then. With 3 Arcana resistance, reduce all Arcana damage by 10% per stack. Aha. So 30% less damage from Arcana specifically. Furious Charge deals 7 damage in a line. This one has Shield Steel, which isn't explained, and 2 wound in a cleave. Okay, let's try our first battle. Set hero positions. Okay. If I look at them here, these two have Arcana resistance. So if I have someone who does Arcana damage, like you, I would prefer you fighting the Black Widow. He doesn't do Arcana damage, and she doesn't do Arcana damage, so this might be fine. Yeah, this looks good to me. Start battle. Spiders crawling up your back. We'll fix that. I doubt it. She's not gonna help us. She's a liar. So they all attack directly against us. Again, Shield Steel wasn't explained. If I right click it here, can I? No, I can't right click them anymore. Furious Charge. Hold right click to show more info. Ah. Shield Steel. Gain shield equal to the direct damage dealt to the target's health. Aha. Apply 1 immune. Immune reduce all damage to 0, then remove a stack of immune from you. Ignores bleed, burn, hex, and poison. So we could block this attack in order to not give the shield back to them. I am wondering about this one here. It says Cleave hits the allies on both sides of the chosen target. Oh yeah, look at that. It does hit all of them. That is pretty crazy. And they all get 3 actions each. So barrel roll, teleport to any lane for free, tail lash, deal 4 damage in a cleave, then shield steal, okay. And attack command, deal 3 damage, force a minion in your lane to attack once. We have no minions right now, but we know that the Ragnarok general here, or Crocodile general, can summon minions. And then if you have Vicious Strike over here, deal 3 damage, combo deal an extra damage per 1 CP. Per combo points. Aha. So Combo point CP. Apply 1 combo point per hit. Combo points can be used by other cards like breakers to create powerful effects. Unused combo points are reset at the end of the turn. Okay. This one deals 1 extra damage per combo point. Flesh Strike says deal 4 damage, gain 4 shield. I wonder if they have like a hand limit per character. Fury meter, what is this? Fury is used to play your hero's ultimate cards. Gain 1 fury per AP spent from playing ability cards. Drag any ability card here to discard it. Consume fury equal to the AP cost of the card. What? Click to draw your ultimate cards. Ah, I see. So 12, 12, and 16. Not close to being able to use them. I can use all the cards with every one of the heroes, and I'm wondering how many they draw per turn. I'm sure this is something we'll learn. We might even be able to finish the fight this turn. This one will definitely attack here. And then 3 damage. Almost a kill. How do we do the most damage here? Gain 4 shield, so boom, boom, murder. So far so good. Respawning next turn. What does that mean? Fortress Crawler. Oh, we have to destroy 3 enemies. It doesn't have to be these 3 enemies. We can destroy one in the same slot multiple times. That's interesting. I want to shield touch onto him here, and it totally worked. And then we'll try saving a card to see what happens. Okay. They shuffle their abilities, and they all draw back up to 3 cards. So we could have destroyed the barrel roll by drawing it to the Fury meter. Doesn't really matter. I think we won already. The important part is then also to take no damage, because damage carries over between battles, as far as I gather. Is this like a ranged ability? No. Pounce. This one has dash. Dash. Move to an adjacent location. Bypasses movement, impairing effects such as root. Apply 2 combo points. Okay. Pummel. 4 damage and taunt. What does Taunt do? Taunt forces all targets to redirect their attacks to the caster. Bypass melee or range restrictions momentarily. So... okay, it did not make this one over here target him. I thought it said all targets, but it's the one he were targeting, probably. That's fine. Ultimates in the Fury bar. Each card in your party plays contributes the AP spent into Fury points. Fury points are used to purchase your ultimate cards for your heroes. Once you have enough Fury points, you can click the Fury bar to reveal the hero's ults. Click one card, click one to draw it for that hero. Ult cards are expended on use, and Fury is depleted between battles. Okay. Let's just do it. Why not? Blade Storm, deal 4 damage, deal 3, but deal 4 piercing damage 3 times, and then expend. Piercing probably bypasses all kinds of damage reduction. Is still reduced by resistances though. And Divine Ages gain 1 immune in a splash. Oh, splash. Then here hits all adjacent allies. Very cool. So he's like a defensive ultimate, and she's got the big attack ultimate, which is what, 12 damage. Let's see here. Do the barrel. Do a barrel roll. So I want to teleport you over here like that. That was free. And then we do an attack command. Final blow. Enemies scurry away. Okay, good. Battle details. Interesting. Cards. We can see what cards were played. Artifacts used. None. Continue. Rewards. Reward summary, we get an ability. Right-click cards to view details. Or choose one of the rewards here. One for each hero, or we can take 30 gold. Or do we get... no, we only get one of them. So we can either choose 30 gold or one of the cards here. So we have the dagger throw. Deal 3 damage and apply 1 vulnerable. Vulnerable then says increase all direct damage to the target by 50% until the end of the round. Major debuff. I would consider that a major debuff. 50%. So that's a throw, which means it's ranged. Very important. So meaning she can attack all lanes. Then we have the chomp. Multi-strike 2, deal 3 damage. That does not seem as good as the dagger throw. 1 action and 1 action. Multi-strike. There's probably something that combos with multi-strike, like dealing more damage, and then you would deal more damage multiple times. That does sound cool. And then the shield charge for sure is a really good card. Being able to make anyone ally completely immune to damage. Ignores bleed, burn, hex, and poison. Okay. I'm very tempted by this dagger throw, and we will indeed be taking that. So, go on. Equip. Yeah. Continue. And then we are ready to walk into the boss fight. But you know what, folks? I think that'll be for the next episode. So I hope you all enjoyed Arcanium. And we will be doing a full playthrough of this game. Of course, I'm enjoying it. It looks really cool. There's a lot to take in this episode. But now I feel like we got the ball rolling. And so the next part should be fairly fluent. I hope to see you all tomorrow, where we will continue. It'll be daily updates from here on out. See you then, and